What a fantastic day today is. Today, a new film has arrived. It has been years, maybe even decades, since a major player like Kodak or Ilford has brought a new black and white film to the market. And this is Kentmere 200. So Kentmere is owned by Ilford, and they've come up with a 200 speed film. Previously they had 100, previously they had 400. This fills the gap. So I'm excited to run a few tests, go out and take some photos. I got a couple of rolls of 120 and I've got a couple of rolls of 35 mil. It's going to be an exciting time. Now the first thing I'm going to do is run a quick test, get that processed, and then I'll be off shooting real pictures with it right away. So I want to go shoot with the new film, but my life will be easier if I just run this quick test. It'll just put me behind one day. So I've got my spot meter set to ISO 200. I'm going to meter off of that gray towel, and that towel could be any color. Mine just happens to be gray. But I'm going to use my spot meter to get a meter reading off of that gray towel. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to just shoot that one frame, whatever the meter says, on the gray towel. So now I've done 3 exposures. I've done whatever the meter said. Then I did one totally blank. So I basically put a lens cap on the lens. So this will give me a frame that has no information. It'll be just the base of the film plus some fogging that happens from the chemistry. So they call that film base plus fog, or most people just call it base fog. So it's the base of the film with the fogging, kind of like a chemical stain that happens when you process. And that's the frame that I need. So I've got that blank frame sandwiched between the 2 normal exposures. Now, the next exposure I'm going to do is meter reading right off the gray towel. Then I'm going to stop down 4 stops. Yeah, so now this is 4 stops down, which will give me a very underexposed negative. Now, the next frame is 1/3 of a stop open. Next frame is 1/3 of a stop open. Next frame is 1/3 of a stop open. So now I'm basically 1 stop open, sorry. Instead of shooting at ISO 200, I'm basically calling it ISO 100. Then 1 more frame. So here we go. So I've got some exposures at 200 ISO, but I've also got it opened up a little bit. So maybe the ISO is 200, but maybe which is the box speed, but in my experience, sometimes it's a little bit slower than that. So we're going to find out. That's why we're running the test. I'm taking the picture. The first frame is of the correct exposure of this towel. So I've metered with the spot meter and I've got the correct exposure, and I take that picture. Then I put the cap on and I do a blank frame, and then I take the cap off and I do another proper exposure. So the blank frame is the important one because that's the base of the film plus the fogging that happens with the chemistry. So the base plus fog. And I put that in my enlarger. So I've processed this film as at the recommended development time, which was 8 minutes and 45 seconds with Ilford ID11 mixed 1:1. So I put this blank frame in my enlarger, and I'm trying to find out what would my exposure time be on my enlarger to get maximum black. The minimal amount of time possible to get maximum black. So I do this test strip, 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. And at 10 seconds, I am maximum black, which falls right in line with what I usually get with my other films too. So 10 seconds is maximum black. So I'm going to use 10 seconds for the rest of my testing. Now the next part of the test is to take that proper exposure done with the spot meter and stop down 4 stops. So this should give you very dark, almost black, a little bit of detail. If you think of the zone system, which I'm not really using the zone system, but if you think of the zone system, this would be like your zone 1. So a little bit of detail in the black, not pure black. So the first shot I do is 4 stops down, and I put that negative in my enlarger and I make a print at 10 seconds. And you know what? It's pure black. It's just black. So that tells me that I don't have any detail in that frame. When I took the photos, I opened up a third of a stop. So that would be, instead of ISO 200, now I'd be at ISO 160. And at 160, I gain a 10-second exposure in the dark room. Gives me it's not totally black, but it's almost black. So not really as much detail as I want. So I open up another third of a stop when I took the pictures, and I put that frame in the enlarger, and I printed at 10 seconds. And you know what? Now I've kind of done a split on this one, but you can see on the left, there's a little bit of detail in that negative. So I've finally gotten to a point where there's a bit of shadow detail, a little bit of the texture from the towel is coming out. So I would say that my ISO is going to be 125. Now, the right-hand side of this picture, I just burned it in another stop just so you could see the comparison between the gray and the black. Sometimes, you know, when you scan them in off a flatbed and you're looking at them in a video, it's hard to kind of see the differences. But anyways, I'm saying that this Kentmere 200 is going to be fantastic shadow detail at ISO 125. So that's what I'm going to shoot with going forward, 125. Now I can always tweak it. I can always, you know, adjust it. But I think that's going to work out fantastic. It'll give me a great starting point anyways. I'm excited to try this film. I'm going to shoot it at ISO 125. We'll see how it works.